All right, all right. We back, baby. We back. We live. We got Thanksgiving in a few days. Hopefully everybody will be thankful, hanging out with their family. And we just had to jump back on here. We as you notice, we try to switch the channel because nothing we can do is going to get us out this mess. We went from Donald Trump to hopefully going to kick down the door, wave in the 4-4. All you heard was Trump beat me no more. But we're not there. The Epstein files, they said were fake and they weren't real, to all of a sudden now they're going to have to redact certain stuff because of national security. You know, Charlie Kirk got murdered. We all seen it live on TV. Candace Owens is now saying that she has death threats upon her. There's not a lot of us out here. A lot of people out here just fake. And you see now with Twitter or X, you can see where they're from. And you see people from India, Bangladesh, you see Nigeria, you see people from all over the world just on Twitter, big influencers. It's all, like I said, I mean, I didn't even have to do any more of these videos. And honestly, I don't even know how many more videos I can honestly do of this. Because I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Nothing feels safe no more. Like when you saw like last night in Chicago, people were at a Christmas festival and it's getting shot up. It's getting shot up. So what the problem is I don't know if it's social media, the mainstream media. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's MK Ultra. Maybe it's the fluoride in the water. Maybe it's the 5G waves from your wireless router. It's not FM waves because we were way cooler. Like when you go and turn on your radio in the car, it's an FM wave. It's in the air constantly and it works. And then you used to be able to have TVs with antennas on top. Now you can get digital TVs. So I don't know what frequencies they broadcast in, but literally there's thousands of frequencies. Like you can only broadcast in 900s, 800s, 700s. You know what I'm saying? You would get the radio station. Like you get 87.3. You get 101.1. You get 106.7. It's all, you know what I'm saying? It's like nobody wants to learn this and understand what any of it is. But when you do, you come to my conclusion, like we fucked. We fucked. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can vote your way out of it. I really don't. I don't think we can vote our way out of it no more. And it's just, everything seems to be, I don't know, just going super fast. It's going super fast. It doesn't seem like it's going to stop. And I don't know what point we're going to get to. I mean, Cat Williams' interview at the beginning of the year sure seems to be escalating. You know what I'm saying? We in the jungle, baby. We're in the jungle. And the jungle's not going to go away, obviously. It's just not going to go away. And, I mean, there's countless examples of it. I mean, Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, like I said. There's not a lot of people out here. There's not a lot of people out here that you can trust anymore. And it all seems to be like propaganda. Everything. So, I mean, if you want to know the true destination of Earth and God's creatures, then you got to find that path. But then you come to find out, like if you go to church, some of these churches are just, it's just a psyop in itself. So everything's been taken over. Everything has been taken over. And it's smart, right? If say the world is your house and you're in your house, you know what's in every room, right? You know what's in every room. You know what's in every drawer. And you can control what goes on in that house and understand what books you bring in that house, understand what stations or what songs you listen to, what channels you watch. And that's what they do. They got us in these little boxes and we think we live in life. You know, you're living life. You're buying this, you're buying that. You're hitting downtowns, you know, you're like, woo. But none of it is actually what reality is, I would imagine. You know, like the moonlight and you got the sunlight. You got that. They're going to try to tell you that your eyes are deceiving you. But, you know, every, 29 days? The moon is full. Sun comes out. Looks like it goes across the horizon. And then you got Donald Trump, right? You got Donald Trump. We're coming off the shutdown. The shutdown just ended, what, last Friday? 4 days ago, 3 days ago? And the government don't care. You know what I'm saying? Democrats and Republicans are fighting over health care. The Affordable Care Act, also known as the Obamacare, which comes to realize is just stealing taxpayer money. The plans aren't that good. You couldn't pick your doctor. All that was a lie. It was just everything just leads back to money, and that's it. It leads back to money. They love killing. They love making bombs, and they just love tricking us. You know what I'm saying? Tricking us. Believe this, believe that. Red versus blue. Red, white, and blue. Red and yellow. White and blue. It's just somehow we just got to come together. And I know we're not like this. We're not like this. The media's like this because we all get together and say I'm in my neighborhood and then the neighborhood over. We're not going to take our neighborhood and be like, hey, you know what? Let's go over there and take their neighborhood. We wouldn't do that. We're all, because you're like, hey, I'm chilling, you're chilling, we're all having fun. But it's coming down to the nitty gritty. It feels like it's gonna get a little wonky. They would say, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get a little wonky. And
look at this dumb motherfucker.
I don't think it's gonna stop. I really don't think it's gonna stop. They were just. I mean, I feel like the needle's getting pegged, right? Is it not getting pegged? You know, the tack is up. I don't know. Maybe we're at 4,000 RPMs. Maybe we're at 4,000. And all of a sudden you get to the 5s and 6s and you're like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if we're there yet, but I feel like the car's in park and somebody's stepping on the throttle. We're not idling. We're definitely not idling. And I'm quite disappointed in, honestly, all of it. All of it I'm disappointed in. I did notice the deep state got together for Dick Cheney. We're not going to talk about the ill, but we all know what Dick Cheney did and what he represented. And but we will not talk ill. But they did not get they didn't get no letters at this one, did they? This is the Dick Cheney thing. Remember the George Bush Sr. died. He was also the head of the Central Intelligence. He was involved in Kennedy. And then they say his son, George Bush, which he's coming out, he's like winking a lot, right? He's doing like that wink thing because he had a meme going around. So he's trying to do that goofy George Bush. And then I think he had somewhere like the Daily Mail or Reuters or something talking about Bush is going to take over the Republican Party again. They're dead. These are all dinosaurs in here. This is the funeral for the whole old guard. Let's play this. This is the one where they found the letter at George Bush's one. We didn't get this at Dick Cheney's. Remember this letter? There's Jimmy Carter. He's already dead. There's Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush looks at this. That's his mom. Oh, he's in shock. Hand off the heart, looking somewhere else. Bling blow, they would say. Maybe someone pulled out the street sweeper. There's Biden when he still had a little bit of brain left. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Biden had a brain? I would have took old Biden compared to his new Biden. There's Jill shaking hands. Barack and Michelle. Or Barry and Larry, some would say. There's Bill Clinton over there. They're all in the news for the Epstein files. Aren't they all in the news for the Epstein files? Are the Epstein files going to come out? Are they going to come out? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to come out. I don't know, because they got 30 days. They just signed it, but Epstein was literally, I think Bill Clinton was his first client. I really think Bill Clinton was his first client. And that's why you had the picture of him in the blue dress. And they had Monica Lewinsky. That was the first time I think Jeffrey Epstein was like, bam, they're like, oh shit. Because Epstein was behind it for a little bit. He was doing dirty stuff. I know his name was out there. But when he got Bill Clinton, Epstein skyrocketed. They're like, this is our man right here. So people were putting money behind him. They're like, how'd you do that? How'd you get how'd you get Bill Clinton, you knew he was gonna mess with Monica Lewinsky because he was sending in broads. But Monica had, you know what I'm saying? Monica had that Twister 3000 and he didn't know what to do. But it's just crazy. It's just crazy that that went on, and they knew it went on. That's the thing. They knew it went on, and it went on and on till the break of dawn. That's what it did. That's what it really did. And it's Thanksgiving though, right? So we're gonna be thankful. We're not gonna vote our way out. We're not gonna vote our way out. We can't. We can't vote our way out. Doesn't matter. Roseanne is letting us down. Remember, Roseanne is she's a certain religion, and then Hakeem Jeffries is out here. He's tied into Epstein. They're just tied in. And then the congresswoman is the wildest thing ever. Epstein was literally texting a congresswoman. Let's play this. Because Jesse Waters did this. He'll break it down because he's more mainstream, and he'll lighten it up for us a little bit. I don't even really watch any news no more. I'm about to cancel all the TVs and just go with a digital antenna. That's the only way to go. I mean, I'll have the internet, of course, because, that's what people do. But let's watch this right here because this is going to discuss the whole Epstein thing. I think it'll sum it up for us because people just don't seem to care.
The bill to release the Epstein files is headed to Trump's desk. It's passing through the House and Senate. The Epstein release has been a roller coaster. Is the ride over? We don't know. We know Democrats think it'll damage the president, but now it's backfiring on them big time. Remember, Epstein was a Democrat. He was a Democrat donor, and he hung out with Democrats and the liberal media at all of his homes. Larry Summers, who worked for both Clinton and Obama, was a pen pal with the pedo, even asking Epstein for dating advice. And now he's stepping down from his gig at Harvard. Oof. Bill Clinton was supposed to testify last month, but his lawyers are playing games. Careful, you can go to jail for ignoring a House subpoena. House Democrat Stacey Plaskett's also getting Epsteined. She took thousands in donations from the predator, and he fed her questions during a congressional hearing. Raskin says it was a perfect phone call.
They've arraigned a Democratic member for taking a phone call from her constituent, Jeffrey Epstein, in the middle of a hearing. And of course, I don't think there's any rule here against taking phone calls in a hearing.
But all these Epstein revelations are suddenly making hips clam up.
Do you condemn Stacey Plaskett just talking to a sex trafficker during a hearing?
I haven't had a conversation with Stacey Plaskett.
But does that trouble you?
I have not had a conversation with Stacey Plaskett.
Well, we just found out why Hakeem doesn't want to answer any questions.
Another email shows Democrat fundraisers invited
Let's pause
Epstein
this.
to an
Let's pause
event.
this here. Yeah, just avoid your eyes and ears, baby. Just avoid your eyes and ears. See how simple it is? Avoid your eyes and ears, baby. So Epstein was testifying against Trump, basically, right? And they brought up, they asked her about Trump's personal assistant, Rona. I never heard of the name Rona, but Rona sounds like code word, right? But that was Trump's personal assistant. So Epstein, which I think is still alive. To be honest with you, I think he's still alive because you saw the photo of his ear. They don't match up. You've seen him online. And then Epstein supposedly canceled himself, right? He self-canceled. And he is getting wheeled out in a gurney. So this happens in probably the most protected jail in New York. It's a federal prison. Top notch. You hear all the stories about this guy was in the cell. This guy was in the cell. He had like 17,000 jumpsuits in there. but he self-canceled. So now that he's self-canceled, and I guess he was found, I don't know, in a few minutes. But from the time he was pulled out of his cell to somehow word traveled, there's a photog out there that took the picture of Epstein on the gurney, right? Who told him to come out? Epstein is dead. He's on a gurney. Who snapped that photo? Ask yourself, who snapped the photo of Epstein on a gurney? Well, I'm going to tell you. It was a famous reporter, photog from the New York Times. I believe 100% from the New York Times. So let's get back into this because none of it makes no sense. But if you want it to add up, and if you're building a house, you want to get all the way up. You want to get all the way up.
Or to meet privately with Hakeem Jeffries as part of their 2013 effort to win a majority. So Hakeem Jeffries' campaign solicited money from Jeffrey Epstein.
Hakeem's team sent an email to Epstein asking for money and inviting him to dinner, telling the pedophile that Hakeem was the Brooklyn Barack. Democrats and Epstein shared a lot of things, especially TDS.
I just got a little report, and I put it in my pocket, of all the money that he's given to Democrats. He gave me none, zero, no money to me, but he gave money to Democrats. And people are wise to your hoax.
They still can't get over their old buddy Jeff. Swalwell trusts the Epstein people more than Pam Bondi.
By nature of who is being forthcoming and who is not, I believe the Epstein estate over the DOJ right now.
What does that mean? I guess he still has trust issues after Fang Fang. And this just in.
New hoax alert. New hoax alert. New hoax alert.
The LA Times thinks Trump might destroy the Epstein files. How do you destroy evidence of a crime you didn't commit? Doesn't make any sense. Even CNN's fact-checking Democrats.
The president has not been accused of any crimes or wrongdoing.
Yeah, they don't want to get sued there, right? So I try to use everything I use tonight is under the Fair Use Act, which you can use anything, music and all that, but sometimes you got to put in paperwork. But I will acknowledge everything under the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. Please like and subscribe. Is done under the Fair Use Act. But let's get into this whole Jeffrey Epstein hoax. That was a good breakdown. We've been sitting back. We've been thinking for a little bit, and this is basically everything.
As it relates to Jeffrey Epstein or these files, even with these emails being released, that's one thing that we need to make clear. But
yet,
one thing about
has not been charged yet. Yes.
Yeah, there's no accusations though of any wrongdoing.
Trump's tired of hearing the Democrats squeal about a dead pedophile.
You got to find out what did he know with respect to Bill Clinton, with respect to the head of Harvard, with respect to all of those people that he knew, including J.P. Morgan shares.
Sir,
Yeah,
if
Jennifer,
there's
go ahead,
nothing
go ahead.
incriminating in the file, sir,
Quiet, begin.
Trump's the most transparent
Pig.
president in history,
Who's that
releasing
pig?
MLK, JFK, UFO, and Epstein files. But the press is never satisfied.
Why wait for Congress to release the Epstein files? Why not just do it now?
No, it's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. I think you are a terrible reporter. You could even ask that same exact question nicely. You're all psyched up. Somebody psychs you over at ABC. They're going to psych it. You're a terrible person and a terrible reporter. You ought to go back and learn how to be a reporter. No more questions from you.
ABC doesn't care about...
No more questions from you. So, I mean, that's it. That's it. I just wanted to jump on here, give you all a good solid 20 minutes to the ether and make sure nobody's watching. But we just chop it up, cut it up. Let's go viral. Make sure you like and sub up because there's only so much truth I can give you. There's only so much truth here I can give you at the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. I am your man, Big Daddy D. And we're going to sign off, baby. We're going to sign off. And make sure it's love and respect. God loves you. I love you. And I promise you, It's not what you think it is. Good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn